Magnus and Granny. Granny on the moon. Granny lived very high in the sky, in the tallest grey building of the city. It was so far from the earth and the trees that even the birds shook their heads and wondered, what sort of twit would live in a nest like that, clinging to the furniture all day, feeling dizzy? Granny was 77.5, and her hair was as white as a sheep resting on the hillside. She never went outside because the lift was always broken, and every day she waited for her grandson Magnus to visit. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. So many stairs. Nearly there. Hello, Granny. Granny was dressed as an astronaut, which was surprising because Thursdays were usually dinosaur days.
I've been practicing my moonwalking without gravity and with only limited oxygen,
said Granny, moonwalking to the sofa. Oh, Granny, I don't think you should be moonwalking with your shoes on. But Granny couldn't hear because of her helmet. It was made from a cardboard box, and in the corner of the room stood a cardboard space rocket covered in tinfoil and a control panel made of yogurt pots and bottle tops. Hanging from the ceiling were paper planets and stars. I can see you've been very busy, Granny. There was glue on the carpet and drawing on the wall, which Magnus thought looked like a black hole.
Oh dear, running out of air. Need to take my helmet off and fetch the tea. It's spaghetti and moon meatballs.
Do a bit of tidying first, Granny. But Granny wasn't listening. There was a news flash on telly.
Sorry to interrupt this programme, but Arthur the astronaut has disappeared.
Magnus and Granny had both been following the space mission, and Granny had even designed her own rocket after Arthur's.
Oh, how terrible! Hope Arthur the astronaut hasn't got lost in a black hole.
We must try to think of something else, Granny, or we won't get a wink of sleep tonight. Thump! The ceiling shook.
Oh dear, what was that? You don't think it was one of those?
Might be the water tank. We need to get onto the roof to investigate. Magnus and Granny moved the furniture to the middle of the room.
Take care, Magnus. Hold on tight.
Magnus swerved and wobbled until his fingertips touched the hatch to the roof. He pushed. It was Arthur the astronaut. He was trembling. I think you should follow me. It's spaghetti and moon meatballs for tea.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh no, I'm not going down there.
We need your help, Granny. Arthur's not budging.
Don't worry, Arthur. I've got an idea.
And Granny tied her old pairs of tights together with 5 coat hangers to make a safety harness. Carefully, Magnus lowered Arthur down into the living room where they had their tea. It took Arthur a while to explain what had happened, as he was so upset.
Well, I was very excited about going to the moon, although I was a bit
worried about those black holes. I flew as far as the supermarket, but my rocket was so small and I was so high up and it was ever so dark outside, and I pressed the button to go home to my mum, but landed on your roof instead, and now I'll never get to the moon."
"Don't worry, Arthur. We'll think of a plan. I'll make the paper mache and the stars.
I'll paint everything white.
I'll use the icing sugar for the finishing touches."
They had soon created the moon on the roof. Arthur loved being on the moon. So did Magnus and Granny. When it was time for Arthur to go, Magnus took a photograph for Arthur to give to his mum. "Goodbye, Arthur. Don't worry, you'll be home in 5 minutes."
Goodbye,
said Arthur.
"Goodbye,"
said Granny.
"Hope to see you soon."